Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with The Outer Worlds, Blind.
Attacking! Here we go! Hey, Captain!
Nyoka, you're a sight right now, I'll tell you what. We are up a creek.
I bet. You really come this far north for a printing press?
Yeah, I know, but that's the mission. Don't suppose y'all are busy right now.
Graham sent me... Zora sent me to look out for you guys. Once I get you safe, I'll see about the press.
Thank the Eternal. We could use a hand. But we can't leave without patching these guys up. Acker here is bleeding out and Jensen can't see straight. Our medic has got our trauma kit, but we got separated. We ain't seen him in a couple of hours.
Any idea where he went?
Yeah, on account of giving him the order. He's searching the old settlement to the north of the press.
I'll see if I can find him.
I'm on it. Here we go. Let's go.
Any luck out there?
Found your trauma kit. Your medic is dead.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's better than nothing. Thanks. We'll head out as soon as we're patched up.
Safety announcement draft. A draft of a different safety announcements from when the press was still operational. Most of them have been crossed out. Safety guards are there to guard your safety. Replacement limbs are no replacements at all. Let's convey safety standards around our conveyor. Don't be a fool around the spools.
Great work. I'm incoming.
Final notice, Shasta C. To whom it may concern, I, Caden Shasta, do hereby declare my official resignation. Delivery services to Terra 1 printing facility shall cease forthwith. During my tenure of service, I have made numerous complaints regarding the hazards of working on this low-forsaken rock, including but not limited to the infestation of unknown insects in my sinus cavities, resulting in weeks of unpaid leave. The as of yet unreimbursed loss of several articles of clothing due to the acidic properties of the local atmosphere, the constant unrelenting aggression of the local wildlife, a persistent itching and coughing malady in my lungs, likely due to breathing in trace amounts of sulfur, equally persistent indignation, indigestion, a symptom of overall nutritional problems stemming from the fact that I am in fact allergic to fish, which is the main diet provided to the service workers based in Stellar Bay. I have received the following responses to these complaints, all of which I deem unacceptable. At my resulting loss of olfactory senses, I was deemed, quote, lucky to no longer suffer the stench of fish and sulfur. My wardrobe was replaced with uniforms out of Stellar Bay, which suffered the exact same degradation, and I was thus no better off. At my insistence, I was awarded the services of a local hunter, one Nayoka Ramanaram Wentworth, who spent the entire service call inebriated and offending my sensibilities with all off-color language. After a thorough medical examination, I was found to be in working health and was deemed more fortunate than many. At my insistence that the traditional dietary needs to be offered, I was instead awarded extra supplies of toilet paper. After this latest response, I hereby tell to whoever is reading this to go hang themselves, and that your replacement rollers, ink cards, belting, bindings, keys, stamps, lubricants, and whatever else this infernal box in those infernal boxes can be found rotting in the wilderness. Good day to you. Sincerely, Caden Shasta. To whom it may concern, I was talking to one of our guards, and he isn't having trouble breathing at all. In fact, none of our guards have had asthma attacks from the air here. We believe that it is because of their gas masks. I have attached a purchase request for safety equipment for the rest of us. Mrs. Bolshov, UDL Mark IV security masks are meant for use in crowd dispersal scenarios. They are not appropriate for a workplace environment. Your purchase request has been denied. To whom it may concern, my boss is using olfactory filters to ward off the stench of sulfur from this low-forsaken planet. I have attached a purchase request for a number of filters so that the rest of us don't have to suffer. Mrs. Bolshov, focus testing indicates that the air quality on Terra 1 does not warrant the use of olfactory filters or any other scent-blocking equipment. Your purchase request for something to deal with the stench of sulfur is denied. To whom it may concern, the rollers in our printing press facility are degraded and will break soon. I have attached a purchase order for new ones. Miss Bolshov, our records indicate that your facility is not due for a replacement parts for another 5 months. We will send new parts, including rollers, when that time comes. They aren't lasting as long because of the sulfur in the fucking air. We need new parts because the ones that we've got break. According to the manufacturer, your current rollers are capable of retaining efficiency in all environments. We have no evidence to support your claim that the rollers are degrading because of this fucking air.
want it, Captain. Nothing like a good tussle.
No, we are not celebrating Terry's birthday. Terry's dead, folks. I know he meant a lot to everyone here, myself included, but let his untimely demise be a lesson about safety in the workplace. Don't pet the canids. To all employers of Terra 1 publications, the rumors are true, we're leaving. The board has decided to cut their losses and operate on Terra 2 instead. In accordance with our evacuation orders, we are to await a shuttle out of Cascadia. When we get word that our ride is on the way, we'll shutter this facility, pack up everything, and lock the door on the way out. Until then, however, we are expected to continue working. I am sure reassignments are forthcoming, but that's not an excuse to slow down. We still have magazines to publish, people. Our customers are eager to find out what happens in Dissident Hunter number 112. Halcyon Holdings Corporate Board, Public Notice 117 on the issuing of a hazardous clause for Terra 1. This notice is issued on January the 12th, 2343, and it serves as a public denouncement of Terra 1 as a feasible workplace environment. Due to hostile and aggressive nature of the wildlife, as well as the unsustainability of its natural flora for the use in human consumption, the Halcyon Holdings Corporate Board has officially enacted a hazard clause covering the entirety of Terra 1. After an evacuation period of no more than 6 months, Terra 1 will be officially considered illegal territory. As this is a unanimous decision, any corporation caught operating on Terra 1 after the evacuation period will face fines and possible disbarment as defined in Halcyon Code 21.1. Okay, run diagnostics, faulty rollers. Install the rollers. System restarted. Equipment alignment successful. Press 6 is now operational.
distance, marauders seem like folks. Is anybody even looking to cure them, I wonder? Attacking! Yeah, alright. Get ready! That's the last of them. Got it! Here we go! On it! Here they come!
this area is suicide. If you got a way around it, ain't no shame in taking it.
This'll be fun. Here they come. Everyone all right?
This terminal is the sole property of Blackwood Z. Access by any person other than Blackwood Z is unauthorized. Consult your Rezo employee handbook for the fines corresponding to the unauthorized access of personal use terminals. Something stinks about those evac prep procedures. I know the Terros were expensive, but shipping them out here isn't shipping them out of here isn't going to be easy. Even the hunters are recommending we let them loose inside the gates. No, outside the gates. I don't get why we're taking them with us anyway. Someone up the chain must really believe in this project. I'm copying my meeting notes for posterity. Still can shake the feeling that they are hiding something. Town meeting. Sumner called the meeting to discuss preparations for our imminent departure. Pauline platitudes, assurances that nobody is being fired. Pauline explains that the jobs await us all at Terra 2. Pauline, more platitudes. Top management is very pleased with the project Terro and wants to ensure its assets are preserved. McClure, so the project isn't being scuttled. Sumner, no, we just moved off to Terra 1. Violet, but how will transport those Terros? Ted, hunters will assist us in safely moving them onto the shuttle. Violet, it's hard enough getting them into the cages in the first place. Me, what about the Raptidons? We've seen more and more around town. Sumner, assurances that the Raptidons are not interested in the Terros. Me, but the hunters are saying... Sumner, no more about the Terros. Floor is now open to general questions. M. Cicero, how many shuttles are incoming? Pauline, we don't know, at least one. Me, one isn't enough for all of us plus the damn Terros. Sumner, let's worry about that when the evac arrives. Sumner, looks like we're out of time. Thanks for coming, everyone, and keep up the great work. We're fucked. Shuttle landed on the pad. We started moving Terra cages. Some of them broke. Birds everywhere, talons everywhere, even the clipped ones. Turns out they can run. Who knew? Then the rats got in. I don't know how. Must be a hole in the wall somewhere. Maybe they can dig. Fuck. They were all over the Terros at first and then us. Sumner and the other upper management were already on the shuttle, Raps got near the pad, someone panicked. They left us. Void take their black hearts. They left us. Got a few homes stabilized, but it isn't going to last. Raps everywhere. They got scent of what's in the bottling plant and now they're nesting. We need to move. Going to have to book it south across the bridge. Cordon off half of town. I've been trying to hail corporate, but none of my messages are getting through. I don't think help's coming. Cecil insists corporate wouldn't abandon us, but I saw that shuttle. There wasn't enough room for us and the birds. Someone up made the decision, and it wasn't for our well-being. Rotten bastards. I'll make it out of this mess. I'm coming for them. Yeah. To be honest, the corporations in this game are so over-the-top evil that I'm no longer surprised or sort of shocked or anything about the stuff that they're doing. And I think it's actually a failure of the writing to some degree, because once you get into the realm of satire that's so unsubtle, like, what do you want me to get out of this? That super mega extreme capitalism on the scale that has never existed and hopefully will never exist in reality is bad? Like, yeah, but what about that? Like, you'd have to be crazy to side with the corporations in this game. And I think that takes away from, like, the fun of the game, because there isn't really a discussion to be had. It's not like you have multiple options that are all sort of that are all similarly plausible. Like, the corporations obviously suck, and opposing them, every moment you have is obviously the right choice. Wildlife Examination Report, a report written by Rizal wildlife specialist regarding Project Taro. It lists concerns that the higher than average volume of Terroray corpses may be attracting local wildlife, combined with the alluring purpleberry aroma coming from the Cascadia bottling plant. The engineer worries that raptidons might be encroaching ever closer to the walls. Though the walls are theoretically sound, the engineer warns that they are relatively shallow, and that particularly clever raptidons could possibly dig beneath them or find their way into the chemical waste pipes.
Do all ships do that?
I can't say for certain, since I only ever been on this one. Ada's something special, though, ain't she?
Ada. What is it? She? It? I'm a bit fuzzy on the details.
Used to be, I thought she was a simulated intelligence. You know, a long series of commands telling her how to react to certain inputs.
You used to. What do you think now?
Well, I worked with a lot of machines, and ain't none of them like her.
Can I dock here? I can. That's actually pretty cool. Because that lets me save.
I hope Edgewater don't end up like this.
This is what you get when a corporation takes a dump and walks off without cleaning it up.
You sure we ought to go this way, Captain?
Nice day, huh? For Monarch, anyway.
If you'll just listen...
No! No more listening. No more preaching. We are losing people left and right. We need to act.
Enough, Zora. I'm not putting the torch to innocent people. Do you want to bring the board's cruisers and gunships down on us? Captain, apologies, but our situation grows dire. Our people talk of foolish endeavors. What news do you bring?
What are you arguing about?
We're out of time. We need food and ammunition. We need to hit Stellar Bay while we still have the manpower to do it.
You want to attack the city?
Yes, I know it's drastic, but it's clear that Sanjar will never cooperate. And if it's him or us, I choose us.
Are they really doing better than you are?
Doubtful. But we don't need much, and Sanjar isn't going to share.
That seems desperate.
It is. We are desperate. We're starving. My people are dying left and right.
I've been to the printing press, it's clear.
Excellent.
Did you find the Vanois?
Yes, the Vanois are on their way back.
Thank the Eternal.
We're one step closer to bringing the truth to every man, woman, and child in Halcyon. This plan's brilliance is in its subtlety. For the time being, let us cease our activities on the tower, lest we bring premature attention upon us. I have much to do, articles to write, sermons to ponder. We live in such an exciting time. Let's talk later.
Hey, I need to see to the wounded, but drop by the clinic when you can. I want a word.
Nyoka, I can smell you're having fun. All right.
What's your story?
Before all this, I was a writer for MSI's product catalog. It was my purpose to spread awareness of Saltuna in its various forms. The certainty with which I spun among the other cogs in their machine stifled creativity and personal growth.
I can relate. Flying my own course might be dangerous, but at least it's freedom.
On that we agree. Why have you come?
Nice day, huh? For Monarch, anyway. Gonna need to buy myself an entire Rizzo plant after all this. Hey, Captain. I need your help, and we ought to keep it hush-hush. You know about what happened here, right? The history of Amber Heights?
Fella came through Edgewater once, mentioned something to my dad about pirates wiping out a town. You mean this is the same place?
Right. Common belief is that the pirates fled to an old relay station that had already been abandoned, but nobody could find them. The station's locked up, but one of my people found an old data cartridge in a nearby rat nest. It's mostly corrupted, but I pulled a couple codes off of it. One is the code to the Amber Heights gate. I don't recognize the other, but it's similar. I bet it opens a door.
Why are we keeping this to ourselves?
Graham isn't fond of talking about the history here. He had friends who worked here. The massacre hit him pretty hard. You know him. Live and let live and all that. I don't want to burden him right now, especially if this ends up being a dead end.
The Amber Heights gate?
Right. The access codes to Amber Heights. What gets me is, if this belonged to the pirates, that means they knew someone there. If someone gave them the gate code, all those deaths, Captain, all that blood is on their hands.
A random door code doesn't sound very useful.
I know it's a long shot, but if we miss something there, if you can get into that station, maybe we can get some answers.
Alright, go to the relay station, see if the code's useful. Anything else?
Just a warning. The area is infested with mantisaurs. I'd send some help, but we're, preparing for war.
Right, I'm on it.
Appreciate it. Here's the code. If it works, bring back anything you find. Supplies are best, but information's good too. If someone was behind the Amber Heights massacre, it'd give a lot of people around here some closure to find out who and string them up. Good luck. Watch out for the Taros.
This is new. The way the edges are burned, I guess people did this, not the wild.
What happened here?
We ought to be quick about it.
Damage to mechanical loader. Trail of blood leads away from this autoloader.
Ballpark's on the other side of the bridge there if you need a drink. We're only halfway to the mountain, so might consider stopping it.
I will end you. Let's go!
Look northwest. That ain't it, but marauders sometimes camp inside the buildings there. Steer clear unless you fancy getting shot. Westbound still. I'll let you know when we can start sending.
I'm on it. Here they come. First one.
Records room sealed. Records room accessible. Unauthorized entry into the records room will result in immediate reassignment.
Making it look easy.
Communications functionality has been disabled. Logs and messages have been archived. Okay, hazard clause, I read that already. Tunnels are in, cables are laid. Devil's Peak is receiving, but we're waiting on signal confirmation from the outposts. The whole place stinks of sulfur. We should have brought masks. I'm sure I heard something in the caverns beneath the tower. Something's living there. Here's hoping we don't unsettle it, or else this place isn't going to be safe for our cable guys. We've got signal from Ember Heights, Stellar Bay and Cascadia, still waiting on words from Bayside Terrace and Aurora Ridge. I ought to note that I was right about those caverns. They ain't safe. Some kind of a hell, I don't know. Big thing with claws. I ain't an animal scientist. Can't wait to get the hell out of this rock. Work order has been completed. Substation will now be disabled and closed off. Should be noted that the lead engineer, Franklin Valsovich, has perished due to a workplace accident involving hostile wildlife in the Devil's Peak caverns. Should be noted that Mr. Valsovich's complaints regarding the dangers on Terra 1 have been redacted. Gonna die for this damned fool errand, I know it. He said Ember Heights was going to have more bits than we can spend, but those suited morons up and spend it for all of us. Books and vases and pretty shit. You can't eat a fucking book. Look at us now. All of the closets to coop up in and lick our wounds. Of all of the closets to coop up in and lick our wounds, we had to choose one that's set to lock itself up. Feel like a marauder digging at the walls like this, but we've gotta get out before we starve. It ain't possible, but Nelson's over there trying to keep our spirits up, and I don't have the energy to fight him on it. Screw that Bryant fellow. Eyes bigger than his fucking stomach. To be honest, I'm not even sure what it is that they found. Someone left a ledger with a list of names, selecting members of the unit to use this outpost. Some names like Lamont and Delilah are on the top of the list. Some names are crossed off, only to be added later as if the person left and rejoined. Of peculiar note is that the name Ash is nowhere to be found. PJ said you bought tickets for us all. You didn't have to do that. I owe you. I don't know if I'll ever be able to pay you back, but thank you. Don't mention it. I'm attaching cords for the waterfall camp. Grab your gear and meet us there by the sunup. We're finally going to get off this hellhole. Eh?
This rotting river, on account of all the dead things I've thrown in it over the years. It'll take you into the Devil's Peak Caverns if you follow it under the bridge. That's one option. Others slope up. You up for some fun? Let's chat.
I think I'll go back. And save, because this episode is kinda long enough.
Everyone all right? Well, gotta admit, it's tougher than I expected. On it, Captain.
Hello there. A word, if I may be so bold? Well now, here I thought those mantisaurs had peacefully exited the premises. But you're a simpler explanation. Thanks for the assistance. Name's Weston. Every once in a while I set up shop along these here roads. You find yourself in need of resupply, you come on by. Care to purchase a thing or two?
Welcome back. You find anything out there?
I found a box of data cartridges.
Let's see. These are old. Looks like correspondences between the pirates. Some bits here, some there, some... Wait. This one's got the Amber Heights gate code on it. Just like the one I found earlier. And here's... a letter. Wait, this is from Graham. Oh, of all the... Captain. He gave them the gate codes.
He caused the attack.
Yeah. He did. He really did. I know he's got his head in the clouds, but I always believed there was a core of good there. What the hell happened to live and let live? Thank you for bringing this back, but I need some time. I gotta think. I'll let you know if I figure something out. Go take a walk, Captain. I'll find you once my head's on straight.
Right. Here's the road. Follow it south. So Ada isn't really alive, but she can still talk like a person. What about Sam? What's it? Sorry. Is he the same thing?
Sam's an automechanical thing, not a computer brain thing like Ada. I don't think Sam understands gender, so you can call him it if you want.
Right, but she's a machine, he's a machine. How are they different?
You know how I said Ada was special? Her wiring's a whole lot more complex than Sam's, so she can simulate a personality better than he can. She got more tools in her box, so to speak.
So he's following his own rules, making everything obnoxiously clean because he has to. Maybe I ought to let up on him a bit.
Oh, Captain, you did it! My little boy is back, safe and sound. Tell the Captain how grateful we are, Tuk-Tuk.
Mama, I told you that I'm not staying. I just came back to talk to you about why I left. Then I'm going back to Amber Heights.
Oh, we'll get that silliness sorted out. You're safe here with me, and that's how it's going to stay. Isn't that right?
Your son is a grown man. It's time you started treating him like one.
What a sour thing to say. My little boy will always need me. I'm his mama, you know.
Mama, what I need is for you to listen to what I want for once. But that's between us. Now you promised the captain a reward, so settle up. then you and me are gonna have a long talk.
Here, kind stranger. This is every bit I've scrimped and scraped for years to save. But it's more than worth it to have my Tuk-Tuk home safe again.
Good luck to you both.
Smells like wrapped in here.
Oh, it does work.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Gosh, this old girl's in a rough way. Even old Bess in Edgewater was in better shape than this.
Hey, you want to try running a cannery with obsolete machinery? You be my guest.
Sorry, ma'am, I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just, your flanging apparatus isn't making a strong flange, so your sealer isn't sealing right, and...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Huh. I'll have to try that. Anyway, what do you folks need?
Getting bad news about Braxton.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
He was killed by cannibals out in the ruins.
That's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
Well, it's a rotten way to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Catherine herself. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
Oh, I was there already. I'll have to... Damn it. I'll have to go down there. Once again. To look for them. But I'll worry about that next time.
Is it time for your regular daily period of unconsciousness? I've taken the liberty of having Sam clear up some floor space. We didn't really need that crate of toilet paper, did we?
Okay, that's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.